Hello there, good people of planet Earth. My name is Andy, speaking to you as the Uncommentator. This is episode number 5 of this X-Treme Express for the PlayStation 2 playthrough. So at the end of episode number 4, we completed Alpine Way. That then enabled us to move on to the rock route. So let's crack straight on with it. I'm expecting that once we've done this rock route, there'll be one more stage that will appear. And then we should have all the stages, which will be nice. Right, so this one, a large bridge and numerous inclines are the highlights of this train line. As always, take care on the turns. And of course it mentions the turns. It does on every description, so we'll download this stage and let's get on with it. Yeah. As I said, there's I believe there's 10 stages. This is stage number 9, so we should get the last one. Should we do the necessary on this one? We have to win this stage, much like we did the previous two. So second place is nowhere. So on the preliminary, oh, that's annoying. We've been derailed. I know we've been really badly derailed. And as I've said before, I don't quite know. I don't actually know how you get back on the tracks. We've managed to get back on anyway. I don't know what happened there because we got derailed once, and then seemed to get derailed again, which was quite fun. Yeah, well. No, that was annoying. I was trying to knock him off. No, don't switch you. Well, that didn't work. Ah, a bit of incidents. A bit of incident for the first time. Oh, they're all derailed. Oh, there we go. Well, that worked out okay. A bit of incident there on X-Treme Express. A bit of controversy. A bit of controversy. I was thinking actually, and I've not researched this. I don't know anything about this game. It's probably coming across abundantly clear by the fact I don't really know what to say when I'm commentating. But yeah, I wonder if this game only came out for the PS2, or if it was available on other platforms. Because it's a train game and platforms and trains. Yeah, so we're going to be under the tunnel now, but we can still see quite, which is useful. Yeah, it was bizarre, all that derail. I don't quite know what happened there. I was mentioning in the last episode about the stats of the trains. I couldn't remember what the train stats were. Apart from acceleration, top speed, and cornering, I think the other two stats are one is climbing, so some are better at going up hills than others, and that is noticeable as well. A good climbing train is actually noticeable. Well, I say that the few practice races that I did on this game, I felt like you could notice when a train couldn't climb particularly well, and I think the other. There's another stat, and I think, with no confidence whatsoever, I think it's something to do with weight, like you know how easy it is to get derailed. Basically, might not necessarily be weight. Have I overshot it? Have I? Heck! So despite that turbulent start, we get the victory. That was quite exciting, actually, wasn't it? That was quite exciting, that derailment at the beginning. In fact, you know what? For the first time on this series, I'm going to watch a replay. I just want to see what happened there at the beginning. Because there was a lot of derailment. We got derailed, and then we seemed to go back on and get derailed again straight away. And then there was a load of other derailments, and then I tried to overtake something, but it switched in front of me. So let's see if we can figure out... Oh, there we go. So the first switch, I got knocked off. Thanks for that camera angle. So there we are, just going down off track. So I get back on. I seem to get back on and then get knocked straight off again. Although we're back on track now. And this is when I try and yeah, there was when I tried to knock the purple off and just didn't quite get there. Then he did it. Then the red train eventually went off, and there goes purple. I think he's just gone off himself. Yeah, they seem to be derailing themselves, the AI, and then from this point on we were quite comfortable. Yeah, you can derail yourself. I think when you go around a corner, if you look at the like leanometer, whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. We'll call it the leanometer at the bottom right-hand corner. I think if you stay in the extreme red for too long, you do end up getting derailed. So it is important to slow down on the corners. Now we'll change track again. This time I'm not getting derailed, which is good. Looks like we're going through the tunnel again rather than over the top. I don't know what the I can't remember what the England trains stats are like. So I don't know if we're better off trying to go on the flat or. Yeah, I think it must be. I don't know. Sorry, I will finish that sentence. I don't know if we're better off going on the flat or trying to go up the hills, but I think it must be that the second stage is the reverse of the first stage, because that bit there where we looked like we were going over like really narrow. If you get derailed, you drop off a cliff basically. That was towards the end of the last race. Likewise on the last episode, we went past the Taj Mahal. We went past it on the left-hand side in the first race and the right-hand side in the second race. That kind of supports that theory, really. So yeah, looking at this, it is, yeah, it's just the reverse. It's the same stage, but back to front, if you like. Go over here a little bit. I think you can actually derail changing track, because if you change track, obviously it's effectively like going around a corner. I want to try if I can and avoid. I want to try and avoid going into tunnels. I think it can actually be useful. It's actually a little bit not distracting, but it's not helpful when you can't actually see the track. There we go. Let's go up here. I don't know what my climbing's like, so that may have been a mistake. At least we go down the other side. Oh, that seemed to pay off. Yeah, you'd think not being able to see the track wouldn't actually matter, but I think it does on this game, because you really don't want to get derailed. I mean, obviously in normal racing games, then you really do need to see the track, but on a train game, you think, well, you're just following a track, so why do you need to see it? But you don't want to get derailed, so. But you also don't want to slow down too much that the other train then catch you up. I broke too late. I think I may have done. Nope. Getting better and better at that one. Seems to be flying by these those last two. Seems to have flown through that stage. I always forget that you need to press buttons for this bit and move it on. No replay this time. It was fairly incident-free. So do we now get the 10th stage? We're going to get asked if we want to save it first. So why not? We've saved it all the way through up to this point. I think it seems a bit clunky with this game in terms of the menu, anyway. Now, it said there's 7th stage, 3rd round. So maybe these other bits are not new stages. Unless that's just the 7th stage of the. Yeah, I don't quite know, to be honest. So it said 7th stage then, but this is, if you count there, we've now got 10. So I don't quite know what that meant. Anyway, on to South Isle now. So again, I have no idea what this is going to entail. No doubt it'll warn me about corners. This scenic island provides the perfect backdrop for a train race. Is there such a thing as is there such a thing? I don't know. Choose your track carefully. Right. Yeah, I've mentioned before at some point on this run. So it says 10th stage there. It said 7th stage on. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I've mentioned before on this playthrough. Different tracks can actually be quicker. So when you do change track, it can be to gain advantage in terms of like distance. I think some tracks are quicker, and also I suppose it depends again on the type of train you've got. If you've got a train that's good at climbing, then you want to go on the tracks that require climbing basically. So it is important. You don't just change tracks for the sake of it. It can actually make a difference. But I think other than just trial and error, I'm not quite sure. And again, we're in the tunnel. There's a surprise. Other than just trial and error, I'm not quite sure you're supposed to know which tracks are the quickest. I'm sick of being in tunnels, actually, I have to say. I want to try and stay out of tunnels as much as we can. I don't think we need to, commentator man. I think we're okay. It's a bit like Jurassic Park, I think. Not a film I've seen very often. I don't know, just kind of like wide open with a bit of greenage. I don't know, is that Jurassic Park? I don't think it is. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's 11 o'clock at night, I'm sat doing this, so, yeah. And I got up quite early, so, yeah. See, we could have gone up there, we could have gone over the, could have gone up over the top, I suppose you could call it, but, instead we stayed on the ground and we're back in the tunnel for the middle of the time, although at least this one's, not dark. Looks like we can't avoid this tunnel, irrespective of the track that we're on. This one is dark, but it's only a short one. I don't think we need to. Yeah, I don't think Jurassic Park had windmills. Is this supposed to be some kind of depiction of Holland with the windmills? I don't know. And the potential tulip fields there. Well, that felt short. I keep forgetting I need to actually start braking. I'm going to overshoot it one of these days, but not on this occasion. I think braking actually maybe another one of the train stats that I've loosely talked about over the last few episodes. Trying to remember what the stats of the. Is there 6 stats? There must be 6 stats. Speed, acceleration, cornering, braking, climbing, and then something to do with the weight or not being derailed or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, one thing I do know is I don't want to watch that replay. So much like the other stages, we've got to win it twice. We win it once, and we've now got to win it twice. Anyway, so yeah, we just need to do it again. So it shouldn't be too difficult. I quite enjoyed that. Quite enjoyed this little track. It's not a bad one. And then we'll see what happens after we. I don't want to sound presumptuous here, but after we win this, we'll then see what happens. Of course, I am on. If anyone didn't see the first episode, first of all, what are you doing with your life? And second of all, you'll not have seen that I am playing this on easy mode. So if it looks like I'm winning quite comfortably without much competition, that may be why, because it is on easy mode. But so I don't know if we need to move on to medium or hard mode to get certain features. But I guess we'll find out. I'm keeping it on easy mode because I've not. I play it on easy mode because I've not done a practice of this game, so I'm learning as I go along. Here, in terms of what I need to do and how you do it, etc. And that's the first reason. The second reason is because I just want this to be as easy as possible, basically. So might as well, if we can complete it on easy mode, we might as well. But despite the fact it has been on easy mode, there've been a few races where we haven't. Where it's been a little bit close. And there was one race that I didn't actually. I think it was on episode 2. There was one race I didn't win. Because I overshot the finish. So by the time I reversed back, if you do overshoot the finish, well, surprise me into the on the path that goes under a tunnel. If you do overshoot the finish, you can reverse back to the platform. So it's not the end of the world. Obviously, it does cost you a lot of time. The only way you can't finish is if you try and go to a station that somebody's already parked up at. Then it stops you, but we shouldn't be too far away here. I thought it was the goal there, just coming into view. Have we overshot it this time? No, we haven't. Of course we haven't. And another comfortable victory. Head of San Francisco. I don't know what the one thing I don't know is I don't know what the letters after the train is. So S for us, San Francisco C. I'm assuming it's something to do with the type of train it is or its strength, but I've no idea what they stand for. I think R should stand for super, because our train is super. Oh, there we go. So after all that, we get a new train. Alaska. There's an obvious joke there, but we're not going to bother with it. And we're also not going to bother with the replay. So I think that is another episode Dawn Le booked. Let's see what happens now, though. Thank you. So what do I get for my other than an Alaskan train? What do I get for victory? Is this an underwhelming credit sequence? It looks like it. Now I have to say that this makes me think that we need to play this game on a more difficult, more difficult difficulty, I suppose I should say, because as I said, we've played this on easy mode so far, and we're getting a credit sequence, and we basically unlocked one train. So I'm guessing we may need to play this on medium on hard mode to actually unlock everything. Can we skip this? Yes, we can. So I'll just have a quick look at something before we sign off. We'll save the data once again. Yeah, override. Yep. So we'll have a quick look at the actual data and see if we've got anything new other than the Alaskan train, which we know about. Right, it's taken us back to the main screen. Let's just go and continue just for 1 second. Let's see what happens here. Now there shouldn't be anything to continue because we clear data, so I don't think we need to go back to that. Right, so we've now got the tour mode we can move on to, or we can move on to free. Well, actually, we're not going to play free because that's just practicing. So let's just go to the option for 1 quick second. As I've alluded to already, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. We're just learning as I go along. So we click on game data. So we do have the 10 stages. We've cleared round 1 of Grand Prix mode. So I'm guessing there's going to be 3 rounds for the 3 difficulties. But I may be wrong. So tour mode. We could start doing that. We've got 1 train. We've unlocked 1 train. So you start with 30 trains. We've now got 31, which is Alaska. We do have the 10 stages, so we've gone from 6 stages to 10, and we've not done any of the tour mode yet. But we've now got all 10 stages, so we can do. I'm assuming if we go into tour mode, let me just have a quick look. Yeah, so within each stage, there's 3 sort of challenges they have to do. So, but we'll talk about that actually next time. We'll not bother going into it. Yeah, there's 3 challenges within each stage. So that will then make up the 30 the tour mode. So if that makes any sense. So I think that's what we'll do next time. I don't, again, as I've already said, I don't know if we need to move to the other 2 difficulties to actually get every single train, because I do eventually, hopefully by the end of this series, I will have unlocked everything. So we will hopefully have 80 trains. Basically, that's what I want to end. That's what I want to end with. What do you do? What happens? Oh yeah, that's that one, is it? Yeah. Anyway, this episode going on far too long. This proves I don't actually know what I'm talking about. So the next episode, we're going to start the tour mode. But that is for episode number 6, which will be coming up very shortly. But that was episode number 5. Sorry for the meandering end there. I didn't quite, as I've said several times, I've not played through this game, so I don't really know what to expect. So I'm learning as I go along. However, if you're enjoying this learning journey, being on this learning journey with me, then feel free to like and share this video. You can also leave a comment on the video, should you choose to do that, if you have actually learned anything from this video. You've probably learned not to watch this channel, but if you are enjoying watching this channel, then feel free to head on over to it. While you're on YouTube, you might as well do that, and you can sample other games that I have played through. But join me next time. We're going to be moving on to episode number 6. We're going to be starting the tour mode and hopefully unlocking plenty more trains. But until we get to that point, for now, for me, it is sayonara.